Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
We're learning more about a grass fire crews in Yankton responded to last week. In a post on its Facebook page, the Yankton Fire Department says firefighters responded to the 2900 block of Douglas Avenue around midnight on Wednesday.
A cigarette thrown into the dry grass is believed to have sparked the fire. The department says they have seen similar fires to this in the last week. They want to remind everyone to not throw burning objects from their vehicles due to the extremely dry conditions. Cold temperatures made fighting a fire difficult for crews in northeastern KELOLAND over the weekend. Just after 6 o'clock Saturday morning, Summit Fire was called to a shop southeast of Summit for reports of a fire.
Firefighters arriving on scene found the building engulfed in flames. Temps of 12 below zero were felt on scene. Crews were able to put the fire out and stop it from spreading to nearby equipment and bales. However, tractors, ATVs, and shop equipment were lost. We're learning new information about a weekend fire that destroyed a home west of Sioux Falls. The Minnehaha County Sheriff's Department says the fire was started by a pan of cooking oil on a stovetop.
The fire engulfed the home and also destroyed 3 vehicles. People inside got out safely. Authorities closed a stretch of Highway 38 while crews worked on the scene. No one was hurt. Sioux Falls Fire Rescue is investigating the cause of a garage fire in the southwestern part of the city. Firefighters were called to the 7300 block of West 51st Street around 9:30 last night.
Crews arriving on scene found smoke and fire coming from the garage. They were able to put the fire out quickly. Smoke damage extends into the home. No one was hurt.
A Hill City man is behind bars after a weekend shooting. Pennington County deputies responded to a shots fired call early Saturday morning at a home on Allen Gulch Road in Hill City. Deputies found several people with minor injuries they received from fighting, but it appears none of them had been shot.
Investigators found several spent casings at the scene. 33-year-old Joel Cornelison is charged with aggravated assault and first-degree burglary. The Sheriff's Department says more charges may be filed against others involved in the incident.
Turning to weather now with meteorologist Scott Munt. A slight warm-up to start the week, Scott.
Yeah, nice to see that. Today, temperatures will probably hit the 20s in many locations in eastern and southeastern KELOLAND. This will happen with a slowly decreasing wind speed. A little windy this morning. We do have a couple of wind gusts near 30 miles per hour, but I think those winds will die down as we go over through the morning hours. Temperatures approaching 30 later this afternoon. It may happen around 4 o'clock. Aberdeen and northeastern South Dakota, cooler, colder. Temperatures in the lower 20s for today. In central KELOLAND, Pierre will hit 35. That will happen as mostly sunny skies become partly cloudy. And western South Dakota, Rapid City's high temperature at 46. More details on your forecast with Brian coming up.
Thanks, Scott. The Pennington County Sheriff's Office is launching an app to help employees with mental health issues. It's called the Cortico Wellness app. It has a toolkit that addresses topics like suicide prevention, alcohol abuse, and more.
Sheriff's Office personnel and their families will have 24/7 access to the app. Sheriff's Office says it will use the technology to help employees build resilience and avoid the negative long-term effects of high job-related stress.
Starting later today, you can go to a unique rummage sale helping patients and families battling diseases and cancer.
The organization Compassion in Action holds a rummage sale every 2 months. They gather donations for the sale year-round.
We receive donations from all over the local area here. Sometimes as far as Yankton, they will come up and donate.
Sale goes until Wednesday. For the times and address, you can check it out right here at KELOLAND.com. Lake Area Tech students are helping people during tax season.
For about 30 years, the college has offered free tax return preparation for some taxpayers under an IRS program. It's giving students in the financial services program real-life experience.
You know, all fall when we do the tax class and even the beginning of the spring semester, we're preparing lots of mock returns. But it's a lot different when you're sitting there with a taxpayer and they're able to answer your questions, and there's different items on each return.
Last year, students filed over 350 free returns. That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, dry weather today, and temperatures are seasonably near normal, we'll say, for Sioux Falls, 28 for a high. The northeast, though, will be a little bit below normal with highs only at 10 in Sisseton, but at least we've got that sunshine going for many areas. As we trend tomorrow, high clouds kind of filtering through, but this should be a milder trend tomorrow, minus the wind. The wind will be stronger out of the south and southeast, and that will be an impact in southeast KELOLAND on your Tuesday. But at least we get that mercury to rise back in the mid-upper 40s. Sioux Falls area, we could be talking at least 55 to 60 out toward Chamberlain and Gregory, and maybe a little warmer than that around winter. Now, the outlook for Wednesday and Thursday, we're going to see more clouds coming back from the northwest, and we will be cutting these highs. Let me show you an example here. By Thursday, well, look at Fargo, 2 degrees. There's some cold air coming back here, but it really depends on where you live, because you look at Rapid City, now that's not so bad, in the low 40s. And then Friday is another day we can open this up and see widespread 40s and 50s in KELOLAND. The coldest air kind of retreats back here to the north of us. That cold air, well, it probably will get its act together again next week. So we're going to be up and down. We'll keep watching those trends. Overall, though, through and through, it still looks dry this week for the vast majority. 52 today in Pine Ridge, our warm spot. 10 in Sisseton. Here's 7-day forecast. We're into the upper 40s tomorrow. Then we slip on Wednesday and Thursday in the mid-20s. Back to 46 on Friday. And then the weekend, overall, still fairly mild for this time of the year. I think we'll trend above normal. We'll just keep an eye on which day there gets a little warmer. Sunday, we're positioning at 42 in Aberdeen. So by February standards, that's still a pretty easy forecast. Here in central South Dakota, 50 tomorrow, then 31 on Wednesday and Thursday, back in the 30s. Then we see the uptick days 5, 6, and 7, and that's also indicated in the Rapid City forecast. A couple more of these little items to throw in here, though, these little 20% chances of moisture. We'll keep an eye on those, but right now, not any one single one looks to be a big storm in the extended forecast. More coverage with our weather update online at KELOLAND.com, and have a great Monday.